So hello everyone, welcome back to Coding Made Easy, a place for the basic beginners and also for the advanced level. We teach you how to write coding, we teach you programming in general, and on this course we are taking JavaScript course, and today we'll be talking about if statement. If statement. So without wasting much of our time, let's get right to the business of today. So here with me I'm in terminal right now, my text editor or code editor. Now we'll be talking about if statements. So if statements are used just as a function. If statement is actually a function. But the difference between an if statement and a function is that an if statement only runs when a certain condition or a certain statement is true or false. So depend on how you wrote the code. So an if statement only runs when a certain condition are true. So if a statement is if an like a function, if you write a function, a function is about it's a set of code written to perform a specific task or calculate a value when it is called or invoked. So if you are calling a function, now in this case we're dealing with function, if you are calling on it, it's going to respond back. But for that of a if statement, an if statement is also a function, but this time it works with a condition. If a certain condition is true or false, so if you like keep on calling it over and over again 100 times. If the condition is false, it's not going to run. But if it is true, it's going to be executed. So let's get with that idea established. Let's see it practically being implemented. So here we have if. To write an if statement, all you have to do is to give it the keyword if. See the color change actually. So you say if, then the open bracket and closing bracket, and then we want to write our code. So remember, code are written inside of a common bracket. So this is structure of an if statement. So we are going to pass a condition to it. We are going to write our statement. This is the function if statement function. So here we want to pass our argument, our statement. So this is where you write your statement, and this is where your statement get determined if it is true or false. So here we are going to say if y. So we are saying if, then your statement if y is equal to is equal to 3. Now please note something, like in the previous video I gave a video on operators, the several different operators we have. So you saw the different operators and you saw this equal to, double equal to. This double equal to is different from single equal to. The double equal to is an operator which stands for comparison. So right here what we are doing basically, we are comparing these two values at the left hand side and the right hand side. We are saying is y same as 3. We are comparing it, and then the value of y here at the left hand side, y represents what? A value that was declared up above, which is 3. So here which is 3. And this is what we are saying. What is on the left hand side, is it the same as what is on the right hand side? So if it is the same, it will return true. If it is not, it will return false. So we are saying if it is the same, which is we want it to be true, then console log a string of true. So this double equal to is different from single equal to, in the sense that the single equal to, you are saying you are assigning. So if I'm to come here and use single equal to, what I'm doing, I'm updating the value of the current value of y. I am not saying, let's say I change this to 10 for instance, and I'm saying y is no longer 3, y is now 10. I'm reassigning it as though I'm redeclaring it. So it's different from double equal to. So if I were to run this, it's going to, nothing is going to work. The reason is because of what I just said. So if I'm to correct that and do, so if I'm to run this, it's going to show true. See, get true in our console. Now, what if it's not equal to, see, we get nothing, it's not going to run, although the computer actually called on it to be executed, but because the statement was false, it didn't actually get executed. So what we want to do right now, remember we still have our code. Okay, but then let's use z. In this case, let's use z. So z again is 5. So we have a formal function. We're saying the on-click event handler. Each time a user click on the screen, it's going to add 2 to the current value of z, which is 5 plus 2, then 7. So each time the user keep on clicking the screen, it's going to be updating itself. So at this point, z is 5, right? It's not equal to 10, so nothing's going to happen. So if we are to keep on clicking, it's going to 9 bar. So what should you expect? If I'm to click on this, it's going to be 10 bar or greater than 10. So it should be, or let's use a specific, let me use 11 so that you just land at 11. So if I'm to keep on clicking, so meaning the next one I'm going to click is going to be 11, and then I should see my message get console out on the console, right, which is true, but nothing is going to happen. See, we still get 11, but no, we didn't get our true displaying in our console. So what is happening? The statement in this case was true, but our if statement did get wrong. Currently, right now, remember I said this is the concept here. JavaScript run just once, so everything in the script only get executed once. So this function whereby our value gets updated is re-updating itself because we are using a click event on click event handler. So that is what is updating. It's only updating the function, the calculate one. So the if statement is not being updated. So normally, though it was true at that point, but there was nothing to actually update the if statement to get it to run, to call on it. So in order for us to update the if statement, I'm going to take the if statement inside of this function because I want it to also be updated. So that's what you have to do. Then 1. So we have 5, 7, 6, 9. Yeah, true. So you can see in this case, it hasn't got to 11, but it updated itself automatically. So to correct that, all you have to do is to come over here. You see now it's showing it's working properly as it should. It's working properly as it should. As it should. So this is it about if statement. You can see when it was true, this function was executed, but when it was false, the function was not called. So you can use the comparison operator which says compare if they are the same, and this is saying compare if they are not the same. So if I'm to use this, it's always going to be true for any other value except 11. So if I to run this, I have to click true, true, true. Then when I get to 11, just 11. So that is the difference between both of them. So in order to in order to show you more, okay, in order to continue this if statement, we also have the s. So we're saying if this is true, console log a string of true. So what if this is not true? That's when we use the s. We'll say s. Now you don't put you don't put your opening notice, you don't put your bracket here, you just go straight to your colon bracket. So that's the difference between them. So you are saying S console log false. So for to run this, we'll get false, 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 then true. See, at 11 became true, then we click again, false, 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 just like that. So this is the beauty about using if statement and functions, and also with event handlers or add event listeners. So it enables you to both what update your code, call on them. So this is it for if statement. We'll talk more on it deeply on who are building projects. So for now, see you in the next video.